for everyone. Women and children were often spared immediate execution, but that didn't mean their future was merciful. Women could be forced into servitude, married off to Mongol warriors, or taken into the households of commanders as concubines. This wasn't random, it was a deliberate way to integrate the conquered into Mongol society and dilute resistance. Children, especially boys, might be trained as servants or future soldiers. In some cases, they were relocated so far from their homeland that returning was impossible. This separation from their culture was its own form of punishment, one that erased their former identity over time. If you were a craftsman, you were both valuable and trapped. Blacksmiths, weavers, and armorers were often kept alive, but your life wasn't your own. The Mongols moved skilled captives across the empire, sometimes hundreds or even thousands of kilometers from home. You might end up in Karakoram, the Mongol capital, producing goods for a court you never chose to serve. Escape was nearly impossible, not just because of physical distance, but because you were surrounded by a population that spoke a language you didn't understand, under constant watch. The Mongols didn't always kill to dominate, they could also erase resistance by absorption. Entire groups of captives might be forced to settle within Mongol-controlled lands, intermarry with local populations, and serve in military units. This wasn't a kindness, it was a strategic move. By breaking apart communities and scattering survivors, the Mongols made it nearly impossible for former enemies to regroup and resist. You might live, but you would live as part of the system that had conquered you, stripped of any power to fight back. Sometimes, the Mongols punished entire cities in a single calculated act. After resistance, a city might be depopulated, with every inhabitant killed or enslaved, but in other cases, the Mongols would leave the city standing just not as it was. Walls could be torn down, gates burned, marketplaces dismantled. Survivors would be allowed to remain, but under direct Mongol oversight, their freedom of movement restricted, their leaders replaced by Mongol appointees. The city became a living monument to conquest, a daily reminder of what had happened and who was now in charge. Punishment wasn't always physical, it could be cultural. Religious sites might be destroyed, sacred texts burned, and local customs outlawed. Leaders and elders could be executed, not just to remove them from power, but to sever the cultural memory of resistance. For captives, this meant that survival could come at the cost of everything familiar. Your home might still stand, but your traditions, language, and leadership could vanish in a matter of weeks. The Mongols were patient in their cruelty. Sometimes they'd keep captives alive long enough to witness the destruction of their home or the death of loved ones, ensuring that their final days